Hello everyone, I recently kept talking about doing a vlog, as a few people have been going on, so I thought as I'm waiting for my little girl to get back from her trip, and it looks like they're going to be delayed, the joys of traffic, I thought I'd give it a go. So yeah, what to talk about? Well, obviously this is a CF blog, or vlog, so yeah, let's talk about what's been going on. Where to start? Well, I'm now, it's May, middle of May, and I've been training since February for the bike ride, the Prudential London Surrey 100 bike ride. It's not easy. I didn't think it was going to be easy when I started, to be honest. It's certainly even harder than I even thought, and well, I didn't think it was going to be easy. How many weeks now? I've been training since February, so what's that? February, March, April, May. It's got to be 16 weeks, and I'm just about hitting between 50 and 70 miles a week. I broke 30 miles per session last week, and I'm still doing on average at least 20 miles a session. I am struggling a bit. I feel like I'm a little bit ill at the moment. I've been poorly the last few days. Did a big ride on Sunday. It wasn't easy. Really wasn't easy. Still aching now, even though now's Wednesday, and I did do a bike ride today. I've done 15 miles in an hour and 20 minutes, I think it was. Did struggle a bit, but it's just what I always do after I do a big ride at the weekend, as I always plan to. I have a light ride at the next time, so I'll have a day off tomorrow, and then Friday I'll go for a big one and try and do 20 or 30 miles, and try and do 20 or 30 miles on Sunday. Even though it's bank holiday weekend, I've still got to train. Changed my diet a lot, not eating as many bad things as I was, eating a lot more protein, eating a lot more supplements from the sports and science specialist people that provide stuff like that. Feel a lot better. Plus sides to it, I definitely feel better in myself, more healthy. I haven't lost, well, I've lost a little bit of weight, but the bit I have lost is probably fat, and I've gained a lot of muscle in my legs particularly, and the lower part of my body seems to be a lot stronger. I do have a bit of a cough, and I think I've got a chest infection at the moment, but it's getting better. The nebs is sorted out, plus the bike obviously helps a lot, because I'm doing full 20 mile rides at a time, plus interval training as well on the bike, which is only like 5 minutes a time, but it hurts. It's now what, May 20th I think, and I've managed to stay out of hospital since beginning of January. It's the longest I've stayed out. What's that, 5 months now? It's the longest I've stayed out in the best part of 3 years. I've been going in 3-4 times a year since 3 years ago, because my health has dropped a lot. 3 years ago I used, or even 2 years ago, I used to be about 2.6 FEV1, which for normal people is about 70-75% lung function. I'm probably around 45 to 60 or 50 to 60% at the moment, and that's with even doing the bike. My FEV1, the highest it's been in the last 2 and a bit years, since I lost a big chunk for God knows what reason. The doctors still never figured it out. I sit about 1.9 to 1.7 FEV1 now. I do still struggle a lot, I've got to be honest. It's still not the easiest of things to cope with. Even with the cycling, that I still struggle with the simplest of things, like getting up the stairs. Even now, talking a lot, I still feel out of breath. My body seems to have learned to have coped. Doing the bike ride seems to have helped quite a bit. I am still struggling a lot. My diabetes is still not easy. With the bike ride, it's getting better. Cutting out a lot of the bad foods has helped a lot. But it's still not the easiest of things to manage. I'm still not great at it. People going on about carb counting and all that crap, and I still haven't done it. It's getting better, especially with the cycling. It helps a lot to burn calories off. The biggest thing now, where I'm doing bigger rides, I'm riding at least 2 hours of training session now, is actually having to eat more rather than less, because I get to it after an hour, and if I don't eat anything, I do struggle. So it's definitely getting better. I'm glad I took the bike ride up. 100 miles is a lot in 9 hours. I know a lot of people go, oh, it doesn't sound like a lot, but I've studied it a lot the last 3 or 4 days, and it's starting to worry me quite a bit. With only about 9-10 weeks to go, it's going to take a lot and I still want to be able to hit at least 50 miles for 3 or 4 rides before I do the bike ride. I'm never going to hit 100 miles before I do it. You don't want to be doing the same amount of miles that you intend to do in the thing, but if I can do roughly nearly 100 miles for 4 to 6 weeks every week before the bike ride, it's good. Starting to plan about what I need to eat, what I need to do, take, things like that. Yeah, it's becoming quite real, but it has helped my health a lot. Like I say, I've stayed out 5 months since I've been in hospital now, and I do feel a little bit rough. I might go in for the bike ride in the next few weeks maybe, but I feel okay. I'm doing alright, better than I have been for 3 years, so yeah, it's alright. Still obviously not good, like I say. Doing the day-to-day things is still hard. I still have to sleep a lot, even though I don't sleep very well for some reason or what. If I don't take sleeping pills, I can't seem to sleep. Even though I'm always tired, I have to sleep sometimes a lot in the day sometimes. If I'm not working, if I'm working, I have to just literally pass out as soon as I finish, because, well, I just can't do normal things. Yeah, it's been tough for the last 3 or 4 months, or 5 months since I did the last written blog, as they say. So I thought I'd do a vlog. It's much more easier to be vocal. I wanted to be more honest, so I did the video for fun. Yeah, I've had a lot on the last 4 or 5 months. I've put a lot of people through a lot of stress. I've probably not been the easiest to live with. I haven't really been myself for about 5-6 months. I've been talking to psychiatrists, CF specialists, and normal psychiatrists, because I had quite a big breakdown about 6 weeks ago. I sort of thought, rather stupidly, although at the time it didn't seem that stupid, that ending my life would be easier for me, just because I don't feel like I did 2 or 3 years ago, and it's getting harder and harder. You know, you have to do, I have to do my best. I know I don't always do it, and people are moaning and go, why don't you do it? A lot of people with CF understand you can't always do your nebs and your breathing and stuff. I have to do 2 lots of AD every day if I can. I do the bike for 2 hours every other day now, so that takes time up. I have to do 5 nebulizers a day, 60 odd tablets a day. And about 6 weeks ago I had a big breakdown and just had enough, really. Decided that maybe I was better off just, how do you say it without upsetting people, I suppose. I decided that I thought maybe I should kill myself. I had thought about it for a few weeks. So I just went out one night, got extremely drunk, acted stupid, wanted to hurt myself, tried to hurt myself. I fell or threw myself down a set of stairs, I don't know, or whatever. Either way, I was discovered on the floor unconscious with quite a large head bump, which you can see. I know it's just scarring up there, but yeah, just had a massive breakdown. Thought alcohol was the answer. I went and got absolutely paralytic. Didn't need a lot to drink, because I don't drink at all now, really. I've got to be honest. This was the first time I'd been out in nearly a year, since last May when I went out to a wedding. Last May when I felt brilliant. Last May. This May I just hadn't really drunk at all. Given up drink, especially because of the training for the bike ride, and helps my chest to stay clear and keeps me hydrated if I don't drink. But this night I just decided to have a drink. I didn't have a lot because I don't drink a lot, and it tipped me over the edge. Like people say, drinking is not good, especially when you don't feel well and you feel depressed, which I did. And yeah, I got myself into a state and don't really remember much after I bumped my head, and had to sit down and cry the next day with my fiance. And it really, I suppose you could say, it was the bump on the head I needed to realise that thinking about killing myself wasn't really the answer. And in reality, I'm quite happy to put up with CF. I mean, what else can I do? It's either put up with cystic fibrosis or let it kill me. And although I thought at the time, yeah, I'm just going to kill myself, easier, quicker, the biggest thing after bumping my head and realising, the next day that I didn't feel very well, and having concussion for 3 or 4 days after taking quite severe hits to the head, it just wasn't the answer. And spoke to a few people on the phone, via email and Twitter and Facebook, with a lot of friends, and people like that have supported me and said, we understand, although we don't know what you go through. It can't be easy. Some people have been depressed and have spoke to me about it and said, we all felt the same. You wouldn't be the first, you won't be the last. So I decided that I really did need some help. I thought I was doing all right, to be honest, but I haven't been myself for quite a few months, mentally, and certainly not physically. I haven't been myself for a few years, so it had been building up a bit. What else do you say, really? I was just an idiot, I suppose, for thinking like that when I had help around me and people that loved me around me that were prepared to part with me for a long time, being a pain in the arse, as I say. And my fiance has to part with me being moody a lot at the moment and short-tempered because I'm poorly quite a bit at the moment, and not sleeping doesn't help, and getting stressed with the bike, stressed with my health. I've been getting stressed with myself, so I hadn't been myself, and I'd been quite rude to her and people around me. But as forever, she, like I say, jokingly uses her self-defense moves to kick me up the arse, and she supports me in every way she can, in any way I need her to. And she had noticed, probably, although she hadn't really said it, that I wasn't right and I was being nasty about things to her, and not because I want to be nasty to her, just because I felt nasty about myself. I feel bad about myself, negative about myself. I still don't feel right, still don't feel 100%. Feel a lot better since talking to the psychiatrist, and I've been slowly talking to my fiance. I probably don't tell her enough, but it is hard to tell people you love how you feel. I don't tell my mum, I don't tell my dad, my fiance, I don't say anything to anyone really. That I know I find it easier to talk to the psychiatrist, because although they know a lot about me now, I still feel like a stranger. I could probably tell someone in the street more about my life than I could someone I love, because a stranger will never, you probably may never have to talk to him in confidence again, and you feel better for it. So yeah, I hadn't been right for a long time, and obviously kidding myself wasn't the answer. I just had to go and see someone and talk to someone on the phone. Needed a bump on my head or a kick up the arse, as people say, and realised that I wasn't right. And I did that, and obviously realising that I'm trying to do my biggest challenge this year with the bike ride, I sat down again with myself, and I give myself a good talking to. Psychiatrists give myself a good talking to. A lot of people give me a lot of love. My girlfriend, or fiance I should say, has been amazing and has supported me in every way she can, looks after me all the time, moans at me when I'm being lazy, and pushes me in the right way when I need her to, because I don't always feel like doing stuff, but she's always there and amazing. And yeah, we after sort of not being myself, we booked our wedding about 2-3 weeks ago, I think. Found a place that we love, both love the venue. So after me being stupid 6 weeks ago and starting to sort myself out, it's given me something that I can look forward to. I've realised that life isn't at an end with CF, which I think I was starting to think like it was. It was, I'm nearly 30, and I was starting to get into my head that was it. And yeah, we started booking things for the wedding, which really has changed my mindset. I'm very happy to be marrying the lady that I am, of course. I wouldn't be getting married if I didn't love madly the woman that I'm with, and Max is amazing. Yeah, she helps me a lot. She'll probably help me a lot in the future, because I have to be more open. I know I'm not open enough with her, and she gets very upset that I'm not as open as I should be, but I'm trying, and the psychiatrist will help me to be more open. I need to help myself to be more open. I still don't feel great, but over the next few weeks, months, whatever, year, however long it takes, change my mindset again like I have in the past. I had to change my mindset 2 years ago when things weren't right in my head, and I got very ill after doing gene therapy trials. Whether that was the therapy trials or not, I still don't know. But I had to change my goals, change my mindset, like a lot of people do when life gets a bit dull. You change the way you look at it, and I did that, and I'm having to do that again, obviously, because I wasn't right. Yeah, I mean, what do you say? I felt like I needed to rant lately about CF, because I still feel like it's not going right for me personally with my health. But I now know it's not me letting myself down. I feel like I'm being let down probably by the professionals that look after me. Still don't feel like they've done enough. And I tried doing all the campaigns, but the hospital, not the staff themselves, I might add, but the hospital people have still not done anything. CF Trust have tried everything, but maybe it's time to move on, and like they say, the grass isn't always greener, maybe not, but it's like when you get bored in a job, you change. Loyalty only goes so far. I don't feel like I owe anyone anything now to stay there, and I've seen a few friends saying that they're moving, and people that I talk to a lot have moved, and I am thinking about changing. So yeah, I'm probably going to go and look at some more hospitals soon, and just to see if I want to move or not. I might not like going to a new place, but I've got to try something, because even with the cycling I feel better than ever. My lung function still hasn't come back for over 2-3 years now, and I've always said I wouldn't have a transplant, but last year I sort of said to my fiance, do you know what, I think I'm changing, because we have big plans, you know, we have the wedding to look forward to, and we have other plans, houses, etc., and things to do, and I want to give her everything. I don't want to disappear too soon. You know, love doesn't just stop just because you get poorly and feel depressed. It carries on, and it's made me want to keep going on. And I suppose if I didn't have her and my daughter and supportive family around me, I wouldn't really want to carry on. It's just lucky that I have things around me that make you want to carry on, and I think some people don't always have that, but I have a great support network around me. You know, my little girl's amazing. She makes me smile all the time. That's why I'm still sat here waiting for her to get back on a school trip, even though she's been about half hour late because the coach is stuck. You know, she's amazing. Always puts a smile on my face. My fiance's amazing. You know, moans at me a lot, but in a good way, because she knows that if she doesn't moan at me, I might do nothing with my CF. I might not do my treatments and tablets, and yeah, she's amazing. My family do the same. You know, moan at me, keep doing this. They're supporting me, and yeah, 9 weeks to go until my biggest, well, hopefully I do my biggest achievement when I ride 100 miles with a bike ride. I've already jokingly said maybe I'll try a triathlon, because I actually quite enjoy the pain and the physical strain of the bike, and obviously now I do the bike, I do 100 miles on the bike. Maybe the triathlon is something I should look at. It would be more pain, more training, but would make me fitter, so I'm not going to give the bike up. Even when I finish the thing, I might ask to do the bike ride again next year if I can, or like I say, the triathlon would be pretty cool. I've got a few friends that do it, so I can always tag along with them. What else? Yeah, not much has really happened. Obviously, biggest news in my life was having my breakdown and having to change my way. I will change my ways. I've probably said it loads of times. I've got to reset goals, and psychiatrists around me. I realised I was being very selfish when I had my breakdown afterwards, and when I sat down and talked about it. I was being extremely selfish to the people I love, because, you know, I'm not saying it's cowardly, but I felt a bit like a coward and a wimp for wanting to just end my life like that, because I don't really take the easy way out, but it felt like the easy way out, and that's what I wanted at the time. But now I feel like I'm not like that. I'm not saying suicide is a coward way out. Everyone has different ways of dealing. Some people can't carry on and they have to do it. Nothing against anything like that. We all have different things that we have to go through. But to me, I felt like if I took the easy way out, I couldn't. Well, living myself's a bit ironic, isn't it? But I don't think I could have done it now. So yeah, I'm going to change the way I am, and it might take weeks, might take months. The important thing is I've got the wedding to look forward to in July next year. It's all booked. We've been booking caterers and bloody photographers we got to sort out, and the amount of things you have to do for a wedding. But it's amazing, because the day we booked it and the day we went to see the venue that we're going to, I fell in love with it. You know, I love my fiancée very much, and I got to be honest, I shouldn't have ever been thinking about wanting to end things in my life, because, you know, I wouldn't want to be without her, and I couldn't leave her without me, because, well, we bounce off each other, and in a good, you know, not in a bad way, in a good way, it's like yin, what do people say, my yin to my yang, and we're like chalk and cheese. When she panics, I am the calm ones, and then when I panic, she's the calm one and sorts me out. And not many people say chalk and cheese doesn't go together, but we're the chalk and cheese that works, because we bounce off each other and support each other massively. You know, we have big plans for the future, and I didn't want to abandon them. They're too cool and too exciting. I'm too much in love, and to want to do things is amazing. You know, it puts a big smile on my face to think that I have a little family around me that just is going to be, you know, it's only going to get better as the years go on. Times might not get easy with my health. I know it's going to get harder. I've got a few friends that have gone downhill health-wise very quickly, and makes you sort of suddenly think that it could go wrong badly quickly, and if it does or happen, I have to sort it out. I have my ways of mental blocking things out. I've always said I'll always cope with cystic fibrosis and the diabetes and osteopenia and liver, kidney disease, whatever it comes with. I can always cope with the CF side. And I know a lot of people might find this selfish, and I do say this to people that are close to me. I have a mental block, and I've reinforced my mental blocks lately, particularly the way I see myself coping with cystic fibrosis. As I say, I can always cope with it now, and everything that goes with it, the diabetes and everything else, as long as I don't get something like cancer or anything which could kill me very quickly or very painfully. My mental block is, my way of saying my mental block for cystic fibrosis, it could always be worse. There is people that are obviously worse off than I am. There's people that have passed away from cystic fibrosis obviously worse off than I am. Their families, friends have all suffered, and I have my way of blocking it. And like I say, if I don't get nothing else, I can cope. I know I'll cope. I might struggle, like I had my 6 weeks ago, I have a breakdown, but I'll always cope with my cystic fibrosis. I have the people around me to cope with it, and that's the important thing. I think a lot of people with CF, no matter how ill they get, I've got a few people that I follow that do blogs, and some people that have had amazing treatments lately, and have moved hospitals and have been really ill. And the biggest reason why they learn to cope, reading from Facebook and Twitter and blogs and vlogs and whatever, is family and loved ones and close friends around them, and that's the biggest thing that I think anyone with cystic fibrosis has in common. We are only as strong as the people around us, I think, is the best way to put how to cope with cystic fibrosis. And I know people cry around me probably when I'm an arse, or I get upset, I'm poorly. You know, I have a little cry when I'm poorly sometimes. I have a breakdown when I think life's not good. I struggle. I'm not going to lie. We have good days and bad days. I'm having more than good at the moment. Obviously, like I say, booking the wedding lately was the biggest boost I could ever need. It made me realise that I'm really doing this thing with Max. And for a long time, I think when me and Max got engaged, she never thought I was going to do it. So I got down on one knee and did it. And then she thought we'd never book the wedding, and I went and paid for the deposit, and we did it out of our money. And you know, everything's amazing. I love that side of it, and that's made me feel stronger by booking that, because it's huge to do. I don't see it as a commitment. I just see it as showing how much I love her, and people like that around me are what make me feel like it's worth doing and worth living for. You know, we get ill, we all get ill. You know, everyone copes. We all get depressed. I'm sure we do. But I feel a lot better than I did 6 weeks ago, and mentally with the bike challenge and booking the wedding and our other plans that we have together, and seeing family and friends, a few family members coping with a few new things, and the loss of my nan, my great nan, over Christmas time, made me realise, you know, how close our family is and how supportive we are all of each other. You know, we all try to hide our little things from each other, but we all know each other too well. You know, we all try to hide stuff, as everyone does. And the next few months, really, the plan is to stay in a happy place. Like people say, some people have said, oh, if you're really depressed, try tablets. No, I don't believe in that. I know some people do. I know family and friends have tried that, and it's not for me. I don't need tablets. I change my goals mentally, and I'll talk to people and sort my head out, and yeah, I'll get there. I know I will. It's all good. Can't argue with it. I've had a lot of support with the way I've been recently. A lot of friends and family have, like I say, keep saying friends and family a lot, don't I? But it's the network you have around you, you know. It's amazing. Things have been exciting. It's the biggest thing I'd say in common is having a strong network around you makes you feel stronger. Without a strong network around, I probably wouldn't be who I am. So the next few months I will keep going. I've got to keep training, putting the miles in. I've done 15 miles today, only a light ride, but you know, I think in total now I've done about 600 miles since February in total, to train for just a 1 day bike ride, 100 miles. Changed my diet, I've improved my fitness, managed to stay away from hospital, although like I say I might have to go soon, but purely just, as the Americans call it, for a tune up. I might go and have an MOT, as I call it, just before the bike ride, get myself as clean as possible inside from infection and whatnot. Yeah, keep planning the wedding for the next few months. It's exciting. Enjoying the time with my little girl like I always do, and my fiance. We always do fun days together, and we don't always do a lot, and we probably won't do a lot for the next year because we've got to save for a wedding and other things we've got to save for. But we still have a good laugh together. You know, we have a laugh as me and her. We have a laugh when we go out as a little family and do stuff. And no doubt we'll do something this weekend because I've got my little girl Kira this weekend. And whenever she gets back from this blooming thing that she's gone on to the zoo, so I'll probably hear about that all night. Yeah, it's all good for the future. I was an idiot, I'll admit. I've been an idiot. I've been nasty about things, not to people, but in my head I've been nasty to myself. I've been nasty to the people around me. I've been negative to the people around me. I've been rude. But it's all part of my process that I'm having to go through in my head to change, not change who I am, change the way I feel about things. And like I say, I think the biggest thing I had to look forward to was when we booked the wedding, and that really helped me after the breakdown 6 weeks ago to think, what am I doing? Why am I having a breakdown? Why am I being so weak to myself? Why am I being a failure? And I'm not normally a failure, and that's how I felt. I felt I was a failure, and that's why I wanted to do things. And if I'd have disappeared from the face of the earth, I'd have felt like a failure, really. And I'm not here to fail. I'm about to hit 30 in 5 months. You know, I shouldn't have even lived past 11 or 12 or 13 when I was born, the doctor said. And I'm about to hit 30, get closer to the average age of CF, and could get past it. That'd be amazing. I think I've got a good few years, especially if I can stay fit like now. You know, who'd have thought in February when I got on the bike and I did 6 miles, and I thought doing 6 miles was amazing. You know, and then a week, just over 10 days ago, I did 30 miles on a turbo trainer, and it made me really think, look how far I've come. You know, fitness, mentally and physically, I've changed a lot. Just got to sort myself out. What do I plan to do for the next few months? Train a lot. Train 3-4 times a week, every week for the next 9 weeks. Keep it up. Keep being compliant with my nebs, get better with that again. I had a few issues with that. Enjoy every minute of every day a bit more, because I wasn't really doing that. Still enjoying work and all the things I do for that. Work look after me really well, can't argue with that. Could never be as, you know, saying thank you never covers how good work are with me and my illness. I wish everyone's company was good to them when they're ill. Unfortunately, it's not the way of the world, but I know I'm extremely lucky and privileged to be in the place I am with work and everything and how they look after me. I plan to keep working as long as possible, you know. Have I got another year in me? Another 18 months? Another 5, 10 years maybe of work? Who knows, but they always support me no matter what I decide to do, and that's amazing. And so does all the family and my loved ones around me. And yeah, you know, what else I've got to do? Start booking more things for the wedding. How exciting, you know. Get fitted for a suit probably around Christmas, and start looking for a little outfit for my little girl. And yeah, Max will probably be off spending money on dresses and bridesmaid dresses. Oh, I know I like moan about the money because I am quite a tight arse, because we don't really have a lot, but it's good fun, isn't it, to spend money on something that's like an investment, I suppose, for the rest of your life. Then when I do the bike ride in a couple of months, I might even think, like he said, think about the triathlon. I've been seriously thinking about it. I'd be quite happy with the bike and the run. The only thing I think I'd hate would be the swimming, but hey, we can all do it once, even if it's just once in a lifetime experience. Meant to be doing an abseil in about 2 weeks. That was another thing for Charity for CF that's been cancelled twice already, and third time lucky, as they say. So hopefully that'll happen in the first week of June, I think it is. Yeah, just keep trying to progress and sort my head out, sort my life out. Not the people in it, I might add, because they're amazing. I don't need to sort anything out in that side of things. I've got the most beautiful possessions in the world. When I say possessions, I don't mean physically own things, but people who love me around me, you know, my mum, dad, my fiance, my little girl. I couldn't ask for any more in my life. Just keep doing what I'm doing and sort myself out. You know, 6 weeks ago I admitted I had a problem, and the biggest thing was admitting it, and now I'm sorting it out and I feel good, and just got to open up more to a few people around me. I know I've not been great with that, and I'll sort myself out, but yeah, maybe I'll do another blog in a few days' time. I feel like having a rant about some things I've seen with CF lately, about some people, the way they say CF is, and I don't always agree with everyone. There's certain things I could probably rant and rave about, which would get me into trouble with the CF world, maybe, but everyone has an opinion, don't they? And I'm entitled to opinion. But yeah, when we get our results in about 2 weeks from gene therapy. I know how I feel about mine. I can't say whether I was or wasn't on the drug officially, but I know how I feel. We've had to wait. We was meant to be getting them at January, then it went to February. It's now May, so they're only 7 months late. But in the world of CF, when there's amazing drugs coming through, what's a few months? When we've waited about 10 years for one of the drugs that could potentially be out this year. So yeah, well, that's a lot to look forward to. I think that's it, really. I'm probably a bit of sound like I'm a mumbling idiot, but I've quite enjoyed doing the vlog. It's been good fun. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone watching it who's supported me. Sorry I haven't done a blog for a long time. Thank you to my friends who've recently supported me a lot, distant friends and close friends, and people that I was close with a long time ago, not now, who still send me messages and emails and texts and that to say, all here for you or not. Thank you very much for everything. And my family who will support me no matter what, and of course my fiance, despite me being a pain in the arse, still wants to marry me, and I can't argue with that. I mean, if you can part with me in my bad times, then I must do alright in the good times. So yeah, thank you. I'm sorry that I've been a pain in the arse, but thank you for staying around for me, everyone, and I promise I'll change in a good way and sort myself out, and here's the future. And I shall do another one of these in a few days about the rant. Why not? Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.